What fictional detective is often depicted smoking a pipe and wearing a deer
Sherlock
stalker?
Holmes.
What country was at war with Iran from 1980 to 1988?
Kuwait.
What star of both Jerry Maguire and As Good as It Gets got his first movie role as a kid in The Barbershop in Eddie Murphy's Coming to America?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
What city boasts the Supreme Court of Canada?
Pass.
What state's ballot counting, said by some to be ballot rigging, held up the U.S. presidential election for more than a month? What city boasts the Supreme Court of Canada?
Vancouver.
Time. Chuck, how'd you do?
I don't know. 3 maybe.
All right, let's hold on. We'll see how Joe does. Howings, wave him in, please.
I don't know where the hell he is. Disappeared. No sense of timing.
Matador.
That's a throwback.
Now another morning show is going to be all upset. God, he was way gone. He just rounded the corner. I don't know where I'm doing. I'm like, how far are you going?
Hi, Joe.
Where the hell were you?
I had to go. I realized. So I'm standing out there. I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, I can clearly hear the show because it's on. It's like since
In the
we've
old,
been in here.
in the old studio.
No, it's on in the. It's on the
It's on
radio.
above the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
yeah,
so-
because that thing every day a different station is on. I don't know who goes in and switches it, but every day there's a different
There's
show
a different
on there.
one.
very
yeah.
dedicated.
So I was like, so once I realized that, I'm like, I'm hearing the show, so I ran away because you were about to start,
Oh.
and I'm like, well, I
That's
can't.
very good.
Yeah.
That's a very honest thing.
I've never noticed that. I go right by where our old studio is because the air conditioner is right there, and you can't just.
All right, Joe.
Yeah.
That being said, your turn. On Dumber Than the Show Trivia Joe edition. $200 on the line for Needy Chuck. Joe, your turn begins in 3, 2, 1. What fictional detective is often depicted smoking a pipe and wearing a deer stalker hat?
Sherlock Holmes.
What country was at war with Iran from 1980 to 1988?
Pass.
What star of both Jerry Maguire and As Good as It Gets got his first movie role as a kid in The Barbershop in Eddie Murphy's Coming to America?
Oh, pass.
What city boasts the Supreme Court of Canada?
I'm gonna guess Toronto.
What state's ballot counting, said by some to be ballot rigging, held up the U.S. presidential election for more than
Florida.
a month? What country was at war with Iran from 1980 to 1988?
Iraq.
What star of both Jerry Maguire and As Good as It Gets got his first movie role as a kid in The Barbershop in Eddie Murphy's Coming to America?
I don't know. Tom Cruise.
Time.
Obviously not. Damn it.
Let's welcome Chuck back in. All right, Chuck, let's see if you're getting a payday.
Okie dokie.
What fictional detective is often depicted smoking a pipe and wearing a deer stalker hat? You both knew that one quickly. Joe said Sherlock Holmes. Chuck said Sherlock Holmes. Both correct. Tied at 1. What country was at war with Iran from 1980 to 1988? Joe said pass and then said Iraq. Needy Chuck said Kuwait. The answer is Iraq. 2-1, Joe.
Oh.
What star of both Jerry Maguire and As Good as It Gets got his first movie role as a kid in The Barbershop on Eddie Murphy's Coming to America? Joe said Tom Cruise. Fit right in as a young child actor aged 41.
I know,
in the
dude.
barbershop.
I know. I couldn't think of anything else.
Needy Chuck went with Cuba Gooding Jr.
That makes
is
a lot
correct.
of sense.
Tied at 2.
He was in As Good as It Gets?
I didn't know that either.
He was the
I don't remember that
neighbor
movie.
who
The next door neighbor
Hung out with
who had
Melvin
issues with
Udall.
Jack Nicholson because
Yes.
of his racial issues.
Yes.
I barely remember that movie.
Very good in that movie. What city boasts the Supreme Court of Canada? Well, you guys really nailed this one. Joe said Toronto, and Needy Chuck said Vancouver. Neither of you went with the capital of Canada, where it is, Ottawa. Tied at 2. If you don't know, you don't know. What state's ballot counting, said by some to be ballot rigging, held up the U.S. presidential election for more than a month in 2000? Joe said Florida.
Damn it.
Needy Chuck said Florida.
Oh, man. Needy Chuck. I think you're going to win, Needy Chuck.
Correct, and we're tied at 3. We go to the time.
Balls.
It was a close one. Joe with a time of 1:03. Needy Chuck with a time of 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I knew it.
Go suck a butt, Joe.
You suck a butt, Needy Chuck. I usually say it's a good game and I'm glad you won, but I'm not glad you won, you prize pig.
I know.
My butt.
Chuck, well done. Hold on, okay? $200.